Welcome back to the 90 More Podcast. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to brand new video. Chelsea are on the verge of sacking Graham Potter. An internal board meeting has been called by Todd Boehly to decide on the future of the manager and who else actually comes in. A couple of names have also been thrown already in the media, and fans are already debating who should be coming in. And these names include Zinedine Zidane. They include Jose Mourinho, former Manchester United and Chelsea manager. They also include, surprisingly, Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid, a manager that we think will be on the move in this summer. So the big question for me is, do they sack him now, or do they do like the Antonio Conte kind of thing Tottenham have done? They have reached an agreement with Antonio Conte. He will be leaving at the end of the season, but for now, he is their manager to see them through. So do they give him that kind of extra period to see it through, and then they part ways with him, or are they sacking him right about now? That's what we're gonna find out in this video. And in my opinion, it is now. If you're sacking him, if you're getting rid of him, it is actually right about now. But hit the like button. Let's get into the conversation. Who should come in as next Chelsea boss? Should it be Zinedine Zidane? Should it be? I've had a few names that are quite interesting in the mix already. Already there. And if he gets sacked today or tomorrow or next week, then we're going to hear more interesting suggestions and more interesting news on who is going to be the next Chelsea boss. But one thing I want to say here is the problem is not only Potters. The problem is not only Graham Potters. And I know many Chelsea fans are going to say he's not a Chelsea manager. He's not a Chelsea man. So either way, he needs to go. I don't have a problem with that. But you've got to look at the bigger picture. I said that in my previous video. You've got to look at at the bigger picture. Whoever comes in, whether it's Jose Mourinho, whether it is Diego Simeone, whether it is Zinedine Zidane, it doesn't matter. The problems at Chelsea in the structure, you've got to deal with them, right? Before you can look at success, before you can look at getting back together. So what are the qualities they should be looking at? What are Chelsea fans looking at, in a new manager? In my opinion, I think it's trophies. I think with Chelsea, it's winning games, it's winning trophies. That is all they care about. That is all they want. And Graham Potter right now, the reason that's why he was brought in by Todd Boehly first and foremost is he looked at Graham Potter having built something for Brighton, having built something formidable for Brighton, and he has gone, I think this is the manager that can come in at Chelsea and be a long-term manager. I think Graham Potter can be a long-term manager at Chelsea, just that I've just taken over. But it's not working. It's absolutely not working. I think the Chelsea fans have a different mentality. They have a different kind of dimension. They're looking at Chelsea as a club that competes at a high level, wins a trophy every 3 years. That is what Abramovich has done. Those are the standards. The moment you look at Graham Potter, and many things have actually been said about him, he doesn't have the zeal, he doesn't have the passion, he doesn't get angry, he looks disinterested, he doesn't care, he looks confused. Look, not every manager is going to be racing up and down on that touchline. Not every manager is going to be, shouting at referees and shouting at the press in every press conference. But there are good managers. They are very, very good managers that are not, charismatic and are not going to jump up and down, and they will do the job. Whether Potter is that kind of guy that can do it for Chelsea, it remains to be seen. But for now, it looks like he's going to be out of the door. So who replaces Graham Potter at Chelsea? That is the big question that we are looking at. In my opinion, for anyone to succeed at Chelsea right now, there are two things you have to have. One, you must be a winner. I think it's a no-brainer now. You must be a winner. If you're not a winner at Chelsea, you're never going to succeed here. Look, if you're going to be building things, taking 3 years to build up for the next FA Cup final, for the next Premier League, race, this is not the atmosphere for you. You must be able to work under pressure. I think the job description at Chelsea is what you must be able to work and highly deliver under pressure with shit resources, because the players they have at the moment, not very, very bad, but some of them, the likes of Kalidou Koulibaly, those are shit players, okay? So I think the CV, your CV must have, I can work under pressure, I can deliver, beyond expectation with or without the necessary resources. Now, the other thing, I think, the next manager must have is you must have the balls to stand and tell Todd Boehly, you're wrong. I think that actually takes a lot, because Todd Boehly is a rich man. He's a very, very rich man. And that's why I think Zinedine Zidane could be the best option for Chelsea. He might just be the best option for Chelsea. Look, I may be just a Mourinho, right? But I'll tell you why Mourinho is not the right option, and I'll tell you why Diego Simeone might not be the right option. This is why. So I'll tell you why. But if a manager does not have the balls to stand and tell Todd Boehly, you're wrong, don't sign Enzo Fernandez, sign Moses Caicedo because he's Premier League proven and he's not overrated and he's not overhyped. You're wrong, don't sign Mikhailo Modric. Let's wait for Christopher Kuku to come in the summer. If a manager has the balls to tell Todd Boehly that, just like Thomas Tuchel told him, you don't sign Ronaldo for my team. You don't sign Ronaldo in my dressing room. I don't want him here. And Todd Boehly has gone, I'm going to sack him. How dare you telling me that I don't sign Ronaldo? I'm going to sack you. And he sacked him and has brought in a manager who absolutely has no clue at being at a club like Chelsea, being at a top club like Chelsea. Chelsea are European champions. Not long ago, they've beaten Manchester City. Is it 3 years ago? Because ever since they beat Manchester City, then I think Liverpool have won it, have they? And then recently, Real Madrid have won it. So Chelsea are fresh European champions, okay? And that is courtesy of Thomas Tuchel. If you sack a manager, courtesy, a manager of the caliber of Thomas Tuchel, because he doesn't want Ronaldo, because he's he doesn't bow to you, I don't think any manager that bows to Todd Boehly is going to deliver success. So for me, those are the two huge characteristics and two huge requirements for this job. You must be a winner. You must perform under pressure, and definitely you must have the balls to tell Todd Boehly, this is right, this is wrong. So let's look at the options we are looking at to replace this man on your screen. Number one is Jose Mourinho. He's been spoken about a couple of times in the last 24 hours. Now it looks like Chelsea fans are driving the agenda for Jose Mourinho. Why? Because whenever he's been here, they're at the Stamford Bridge, he's been winning, and you don't blame them. I personally don't blame. Them. I really, really don't. Because look, right now they are hungry. They're sitting in 10th. They are desperate. They're lost. They know if there is anyone that can, just pump blood back into the system, every part gets back to working, again, not very well. The moment he leaves, everything crumbles again, but it's Jose Mourinho. Chelsea fans are looking for short-term success. The vision of Todd Boehly, which is actually very, very, clouded, and the vision for Chelsea fans, which has been created by Roman Abramovich, is miles apart. The vision for Todd Boehly is, wow, that was interesting, wasn't it? I think the vision for Todd Boehly is, I want a system like Arsenal's, right? I want a system like Arsenal's. I want, a manager to be here for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, build something nice, and that's it. Chelsea fans, on the other hand, are going, we don't want that. We want a trophy. We want a manager that can deliver a trophy every single season, okay, and that's why I think Jose Mourinho is appearing in the news. That's why I think he's appearing in the news. But this is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster, because with Jose Mourinho, we all know the kind of football he plays. If he's going to win for you, if you want him to play the kind of football he's playing at Roma, he's not winning anything at Roma. Don't bother. Do not bother. He's not winning anything with, at Roma. Yes, he's turned the likes of Tammy Abraham around. He's the likes of Pellegrini actually having a very, very good, season. The likes of, Stefan El Shaarawy as well. But he's not winning anything. He's not going to win the Italian Serie A. He's not winning the UEFA Champions League. He won't even win the Europa League for them, right? So right now, Jose Mourinho, if you're talking about managers that are clearly out of their depth, he's one of them. I'm sorry, but he's one of them. I wouldn't actually take him, at Chelsea. They need to freshen things up. No matter the cost, no matter the amount of time it takes, they need to freshen things up. So for me, Jose Mourinho is a straight no. This guy, Diego Simeone. Look, thinking about Jose Mourinho and Diego Simeone, they have one thing in similar or in common. They wouldn't leave mid-season. I don't think Diego Simeone, who is now back in the top four with Atletico Madrid, they're around 3-4 points ahead of Real Betis now in the Spanish La Liga. Didn't start off very well, but they're finding that kind of rhythm and that kind of rhythm and ground. But Diego Simeone is an interesting one. He's a winner, isn't he? He's a winner. He has got that mentality. He's got a very, very nice mentality, nice personality. He's a bully, right? When he comes in, he will bully all these weak minds and weak personalities in the dressing room, and they will run. So I think that one is spot on. If you can bring him in, do the necessary to bring him in. If you can bring in that guy, do the necessary to bring him in. Absolutely. I agree with Chelsea fans here. But Diego Simeone is a controversial guy still, okay? You're going to have dressing room problems, just like you're having with Joao Felix right now. And in my opinion, he's the kind of guy that would come in and say, you want me to win, give me the time. Okay, I don't think he's this kind of guys like Graham Potter. You can step on him. You can just give your opinions and go untouched. This guy is a bully. This guy is a real bully. But I think he would be interested because he's a manager that's looking to freshen things up on his end as well. Maybe get to a club where he can win something different. Try to win the UEFA Champions League with Atletico Madrid, but they didn't have the balls to beat Madrid on both occasions. So I think he can take Chelsea to the next level. Absolutely. The third one is my favorite choice if I were a Chelsea fan. And as an Arsenal fan, this guy can do wonders at Arsenal. That guy, Zinedine Zidane. Of course, he did turn down the PSG job after coming from Real Madrid. That means one or two things. One, he's not willing to tolerate the nonsense. Two, he's not ready to be in employment. And if he's not ready to be in employment, I think it's too bad, right? It is too bad. But Zinedine Zidane is a guy who would come in, change the mentality of the dressing room, build something long term, build the team, correct the structures of the team, build the right mentality, and eventually win for you things. The question, would he be there for 5-6 years? It doesn't look to me to be that guy. He doesn't look to be that guy who's like, okay, I'm at Chelsea for 10 years, for a decade. Did you see me at Chelsea for 10 years? No, it doesn't seem like that guy. He seems like a guy who says, I won you the UEFA Champions League. I won you the Premier League. Now, fuck off. I'm leaving right now. So, but Zidane, if you're looking for a replacement, Zidane is the best candidate. Among other names that I've looked at and are in discussion already is Luis Enrique, ex-Spain manager. Get that guy out of Spain, please. Please. He cost us the Euros and he cost us the World Cup because of his Barcelona favoritism. I even don't take him as a world-class manager, but look, I have a personal grudge against Luis Enrique, and I can't be impartial with this guy. I just hate him. I just hate this guy. I just hate him. I just hate him. But if Chelsea are looking to build something long-term, then Luis Enrique can be the guy. And then Mauricio Pochettino, is he a winner? Pochettino, is he a winner? I think that's where the question would be. Is Mauricio Pochettino a winner? I don't know what about you guys, but in my opinion, he's none. He is none. He is not a winner. So, Chelsea fans, that's where you stand. Until anything breaks, we'll see you soon.